But it's like the different kind of creepy. This is
no, I like it though.
I appreciate it.
I like Monyet owning it.
He's been watching, yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no. Monyet's been very relaxed. I mean, again, while he's on a new team, he's been playing on this stage, you know, with different setups, but all throughout VCT Pacific, it is the same arena, just with a different skin here. You know, it's the end of year 2023 skin here for the Shanghai Coliseum. A little bit of cyberpunk, a little bit of sci-fi going on.
You got the sticks and skin set this time. I really like this one. Like the white outlines around the players' booths.
Yeah.
I really like the way it flashes on the intro.
Exactly.
The music.
The intro is very good.
Oh, the intro is so good.
Yeah, I love it.
There's Korean esports, man. The intros going back to the old days, dude. So good.
Yeah, I mean,
always gets me so hyped.
That's something that, you know, the overall scene has been working on for so long, trying to build on it, and now we see, you know, all sorts of organizations all around the world really, you know, embodying that and understanding. You know, we want to build this out. We want to build this story. We want to build the tone. And obviously, just recently, you know, both at VCT Champions and Game Changers Champions, and then for Riot Games, even, you know, at the League of Legends Worlds. You know, insane stories being brought to light here, and you love to see it. But the story right now between these two teams is, can PRX, you know, stay afloat? I mean, they're being pushed once again, full sense. They're showing that when it comes to Haven, they are here to take down some of the best here in Pacific.
And you start to kind of worry a little bit, maybe, about the defender side of the coin for PRX with this Reyna comp. It always seems like that's a real big question mark. Like, yes, sometimes Jing is nuts, no matter what. But other times, like, the Reyna can't really seem to find the space and the value. It depends. Like, isolated Reynas are either amazing or not, and there's a lot of iffiness to it. Fast A hit, and I think Full Sense is well ready for it.
Yeah, can they get all the kills they need, though? They know they don't want to let the Reyna go away, but that's enough bait for Divide to get the op kill from the attacking side. Oftentimes, one of the more reliable offers for sure on the squad, but this time it's on the Sky. Trailblazer being sent out. So much value coming out from this initiator for PRX. Now, they've been slowed down, but the Shock Darts gets some value, but the Leer comes out, and now everyone on site for PRX. Mindfreak gets one kill, allows for the trade for Monyet as well, and it's all down to John Olsen. Only an operator in hand. Surely you don't go for this. He wants to find at least one kill. If he can find one, maybe he can isolate the other 1v1s.
Why not?
They're just crouching by. Just
Where is everybody? भाई subscribe करोगे तो पता चलेगा ना.
Go for an aggressive check with the tail.
Subscribe करो.
Does not miss that chance.
No, that's a good staggering of utility, and both teams kind of anticipating each other's pressure. And Divide with that operator, like you say, and he does pick it up from time to time, and he's pretty clean with it. And that really was able to stop the advance of Full Sense here and give PRX that man advantage. Push onto the site, and the Leer over the top, really, really good to set up the push onto Fox on the back. That pretty much was round over at that point for PRX. So, yeah, I will say, you know, you want to duel with PRX. Good luck.
Oh, and John Olsen, he just walks all the way through on that flash, anti-flash away from the enemy as well, but he's not able to get his vision back in time to find two members on opposite sides of his screen. And PRX, they gain control of A-Long and Sewers once again. No big ultimates to use from this location, but they've already put down the pressure and forced Full Sense out. They just say, you know what, we don't have everyone here to gather up for backup. If it comes to it, we'll just have to go for the retake, and retake it will be, because we do see PRX just going for the spike plant.
Yeah, this is John Olsen trying to double down, and, you know, maybe PRX won't expect me doing the same thing again in the same round. Doesn't work out. That happens from time to time. And again, if you're going to brawl with PRX, it's not easy. A lot of teams try and a lot fail.
Yeah, and Sushi Boy is only a judge in hand. Was hoping they would come towards that garage area. Paranoia coming down. They're able to clear under, and Leviathan as well wins the fight through the one-way. PRX, they didn't bargain for this. The pop flash isn't enough. It doesn't connect as it hits right at the edge of the smoke. It's just going to be the run and gun, but the defuse is stuck. PTC will clean things up, and we are tied 6-6 at the half.
Didn't exactly see what happened on the point of attack there, but Full Sense just dissecting the PRX players in a heartbeat. The swing out towards the link, A-Link, just gets shut down. So
Yeah.
PRX just kind of falling apart in a heartbeat there. Just snap your fingers and out they go.
Good retake.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
we had
good
the
retake.
breach up in heaven as well, so hopefully we'll get some different viewpoint. Yeah, so you saw the fault line there. The Paranoia had already hit under an L. And you get the drop with the judge. I mean, it's just cherry on top that Leviathan's able to win against that swing out around the one-way.
PTC doing a good job covering long A. I mean, that's a really clean retake. Really nice from Full Sense.
Well, 6-6. PRX fans shaking in their boots right now. I mean, granted, it is one of their weakest maps, and it is clearly a map that Full Sense has come very well prepared here for the AVL. But Coach Alex trying to give them a little piece of his mind in terms of how to prep for this defense. We always talk about it's generally tougher on the defense with that Reyna.
Yes, generally. Not always.
Unless you're Jing.
Unless you're Jing. And again, the only concern I always have with a Reyna player is a lot of times, especially on Haven, you're going to be left on your own. It's like guard B or something like that. That can get really, really tricky and can be punished pretty easily. Or sometimes you see the complete opposite where you just lock it down and nobody can break you because you're getting that first kill and dismissing and devouring, and there's not much the other team can do about it. So really curious. But Zelen, you know, credit where credit's due, has done a great job preparing Full Sense for Haven for this tournament. They've looked really engaged. You know, it's a map that you're going to expect is going to come through in almost every draft because it's almost never banned by just about anybody in the Pacific region. So absolutely a good choice. And yeah, we have
अरे
teams
कोई
outside
ना
of the
भाई,
Pacific, but none of them ban it either. So
स्ट्रीम इधर वरना भी ऑफ कर दिया था उन्होंने.
really, really good for Full Sense. I mean, clean. PTC having a good one. John Olsen, some ups and downs, but mostly up. I'd say those operators were pretty good.
Yeah, he's looking to bring that up a bit higher right now with the flashpoint set up to counter this push out from mid, but Jing gets the first kill, draws out so much aggro and sets up for a trade for Monyet. Jing with another on the board as well. It's just a bloodbath in mid. 1v3 for Leviathan, but only a classic in his hand. The Trailblazer hunting him down. It's now a horror game as he just has to run for his life.
Oh, it's tough. Paranoia, nope, not gonna matter. Jing able to find his third of the round. Well, that's an APAC classic. Just run it down B mid, just guns blazing, so you can outduel the other.
Yeah, I mean, everyone just typed 1v1 mid and everyone answered the call. But both teams very well aware that this was a possibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see
भाई लगा नहीं था FS इतना अच्छा कर लिया है. काफी टक्कर का चल रहा है.
Anti-flash it so that they're able to continue with the trades. And Jing kicking off the second half on a positive note. Now we do see a force buy coming in from Full Sense without even the spike plan.
A couple Spectres in there too, even. So a lot gonna be coming through. Really precarious position they're going to put themselves in. Something with just a Sheriff as well. See if they can punish it. Paranoia keeps him in place. Damage done, but no kills found.
Yeah, but do they know that all of them have bought up weapons right now? Fox, even with an upgraded Sheriff, watching for that C-Long. The dash in from John Olsen. He's trying to open things up, and the guiding light is just a distraction from his own teammate as we just see everyone falling down on both sides, but Devi is able to try to hold on to the site. Leviathan trying to make a way out, but the spike has been stranded. They can't pick it up just yet. Monyet still has information, and the dash out from John Olsen creates the aggro, the opening for Full Sense to come back, tie things up.
You can see that things a little bit off with PRX having to switch comps ever so slightly. Does cause a hesitation from Mindfreak in terms of whose guiding light is that? Is that mine? Is that?
I mean, it faked me out for a second too.
Yeah, he was. I was tracking it with him, man. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. He's expecting, you know, it's a flash to try to help him. Devi at least trying to make up for it with the double kill. Then Jing not ready for Leviathan. Wow, even the wall bang onto something there. And yeah, the force buy does pay off for full sense. So a Marshall for something, a Stinger for Devi, Sheriffs otherwise for PRX, and they can definitely get this done. A few rifles going to be upgraded for Sushi Boys and Fox. The old Talon members come through and try to clean out turret. I think he got it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, turret's been taken down, and full sense. They got the free ult door over by the seaside as well, and with that, no pings on the back of site with the recon, so they assume they must have pushed out from some way. They already cleared out mid under window. Now clearing out main with that drone, and it's a body shot on John Olsen. Keeps him pretty weak, no heals available. So something he just wants to get this finishing kill. There's the guiding light and the Lear combo, but it's a bit too early as they also get counter flash with the flash point and full sense able to hold strong in A lobby.
Well, full sense. Now thinking about the other side of the map, still afraid of that Marshall, but already on his horse is something to the other side. Still Mind Freak in the garage area lurking.
Sushi Boys has to make sure that he stays alive here for the entry.
Oh,
John
no.
just going for the check. No chances taken. Well, that being the Spectre, not a clear idea of where it might have come from.
Uh-oh.
And Jing, okay, he's got the overheal. He's got a Vandal.
But I was just thinking, I'm like, well, you gave Jing a Vandal.
We've seen it before, but there's a lot of distance he needs to cover this time, so well, I think it's more a question of how much damage can you do, and do you even expect PTC to be holding this side of the angle in mid? Not at, oh no.
Oh, he wants it.
Oh, PTC, he wants it. Oh, he wants it so bad, but the angle is starting to get a little bit disadvantageous there. Wants to secure the round win.
Out of charges.
I mean,
भाई
I'm
जिंग
not
से
gonna
मजा
lie,
ले
I was
लियो
hoping
भाई
for the knife.
अब जिंग
I
मारेगा
was
भाई
definitely, I was rooting for the knife. Who am I kidding? Absolutely. But yeah, no, really good stuff here. You know, like you said, the Lear flash combo, the Lear guiding light combo, too early. And it seems like, you know, full sense is
ये लोग स्पेक्टर से कैसे मार रहे इतनी दूर
moments
दूर
of caution or hesitation, intentionally or not, are really benefiting them in moments like that. I mean, you have to be that way against PRX. Like, it's always going to be in the back of your mind that they're just
मजा
gonna
आता अगर नहीं पता अभी देख भाई जिंग
square
को
up
गुस्सा आ
and
गया
fight
ना
you with a
कुत्ता
flurry
बना
of
के
blows
मारेगा
if possible.
No, here's Paranoia coming down from above, but they can't get through the
भाई
smoke
ठीक है
right now.
भाई
Everyone
ये
flashed
क्या
out,
मार
but
रहा है
Sushi
ये
Boys regains vision and catches right the end. Devi hiding out in sewers now into 2v2. Jing not able to come out of that dismiss.
Spike planted.
And something holding on to an operator. No armor either.
Oh, this is not easy.
He can find one. Surely.
भाई जीतेगी भाई PRX जो
He has an inkling that this is coming up with the Vandal. PRX, do they want the round win? No, they have to value this operator. They finally scraped up enough credits to purchase it. And something will dash out. No one from Full Sense interested on that rabbit chase as they will slowly
फोर से का निकल रहा
And that was that coordinated assault there from Full Sense with the Omen ult to hell. So really nicely done there. And that, even though it initially went kind of weird, they were able to get enough of the trades going outside of the sewers area. Devi with just a Spectre, somehow able to find two despite that lower gun. But still, that's going to be a big one, and PRX has to use their second timeout. It's getting a little bit desperate now, as since that force buy, it's been all full sense.
Full sense. Yeah, that force buy really paying dividends right now in terms of giving them overall control here in the second half. Sushi Boys with a nice cleanup kill, leading all the way to the spike plant as well. The second timeout, as you called it, coming out from Coach Alex. Only down 2 rounds, so still plenty of room to catch up, but we do see Full Sense getting close. And here we go. This is the Alex we're used to seeing. No smiles. Ready for those chops, ready for those death slams.
He's at least, you know, blocking it right now with his other hand. He's keeping the desk safe. He's starting to...
It almost feels like he's fast forwarding. He's just,
yeah,
blurting out a full rap here.
He's dialed in today. He's got a new hair color too. I'm digging the dark hair.
Yep. He's been going for a little bit of that tone change.
I like it.
All right, he's said his monologue. It's time for the players to let it sink in. The timeout wraps up. Waiting for round 17 in the second half of Haven. Full Sense leading 9-7.
All right, Divide with Seekers, Jig, the Empress, I guess. It's sometimes impactful, but one of the least impactful ults in the games, let's just be honest. So definitely the Seekers, though, could be value. Still able to, like you alluded to at the end of the round, keep the operator in hand for something. So at the very least, you've got that going for you. But look at how fast PRX is rotating to this. They're not going to hesitate, neither is Full Sense.
Yeah, in Full Sense, they will have to clear every single nook and cranny, and it's going to be Monyet with a nice shadow step, completely bamboozles John Olsen. Meanwhile, Jing, a twist of fate between him and Sushi Boys, neither of them spotting each other, but he
Shawai
cannot be ready
Pita
for this one.
Jing
Sushi Boys holding the close angle on window, makes the call that means A side has to be open. He's gonna dart ahead to make sure he can clear it and secure space, something already on the hunt. As you mentioned, Seekers online, here we go. It comes out, just trying to confirm that there are the main forces here on the A side. The operator can't find an angle. He's trying to hide away, and the shorty gets the kill from something. Trying to stay alive with the Vandal. Oh, and the chaining here from PRX. But it's not over just yet, Fox. Just a couple bullets and a dream. He gets another kill, but the half was already done, and the defuse will
Bye.
Oh man, it could have been different, but the round will go PRX's way.
I mean, I know the defuse happened, but that was still sick. That was still absolutely filthy.
Full Sense को क्या हो गया भाई, अलग ही मारे.
Oh my god. What a round. I like the pivot from Full Sense, but what do you do against something? Sometimes he just, I mean, you know it's coming and you still can't stop it sometimes. Like,
yeah. I mean, Sushi Boys seem to be very well aware of the possibility here. He wanted to tuck in and wanted to turn around to prep for the drop. But it's shorty, not enough distance between him and his opponent. And now Full Sense, they choose to slow things down again. After the timeout, they wanted to speed things up, and they had the right read. It was a fast push out of A. Oh, on target there for Fox. Both of them actually losing quite a bit of health, but something just a bit lower has to call for the heal coming out from Divide.
All right, Rolling Thunder for the post plan as well as potentially Hunter's Fury. So for Full Sense, it's kind of like, can we just get this plant down? And PRX is not interested in letting that happen if possible. They are thoroughly up in their faces.
Yeah, we're down to a minute on the clock, and while Full Sense are scared of PRX's push out, PRX has absolutely minimized this map of Haven down to just pretty much the B site. Alarmbot still alive in garage. 3 members in A lobby.
Take flight.
Still have Monyet jump peeking C-Long as well.
I feel like the opportunity here for PRX to combine their utility. There it is, Flash with the Rolling Thunder just to buy them the space to try to get this round plant, get the plant down.
Yeah, the Leer, it buys enough time for Jing to escape. They're not quite sure where everyone else went, and only 30 seconds on the clock, and here we go, Empress online. The dismisses are trying to draw aggro and time. Not gonna go for a second, but during all this, Full Sense, they know they need a backup plan. Sushi Boys in garage, Alarmbot will pop off. That gives the signal over from Mindfreak to try to rotate, but he hasn't emptied the site just yet, and Full Sense has no clue. Mindfreak can't find the kill. The spike, it's going down as Full Sense are pushing out. Knife in hand, not the timing for that one. Something against 3 members of Full Sense. Lockdown available if Sushi Boys wants to guarantee the round.
A really good chance, just can't quite see the angle. Back to sight, doesn't even matter. Leviathan holding, takes him down, and I mean, Full Sense is really kind of dealing with the PRX aggression and their style very, very nicely here. You know, don't overcommit onto this full stack. Use the Owl Drone to check. The Empress gets the kill, but they're ready for the repeak. I mean, Jing gets a little greedy there. He sees a couple players off of that vision from the Empress and is like, oh, I'm gonna go for the big one. And it is completely prepared for mentally by Full Sense. And they're able to pivot right over there. And Mindfreak trying to track John Olsen through the air, not gonna work, and clear out of smoke. There's a player lurking from PRX, dealt with. And things slow up on the start once again. You can see that Full Sense is very just like, okay, what are they gonna try now?
Yeah, and I like this Alarmbot adjustment coming out from Sushi Boys as well. Checking for the C-main push, and he gets a read on it, and all that early push out from something. Now back down the drain, has to back off or at least reset, spend at least another 15-20 seconds to make sure he plants the doubt over in Full Sense's side. With that push, the early smoke from Monette had Full Sense confused, so they will commit the drone for extra information. And I just look at this step by step from both sides. PRX, they get the information, but they don't have any ultimates here for the retake. It's really just Divide trying to hold the fort. Backup is now here, so he will protect the site.
You're really just looking for that breach utility as PRX. That's really what you want to see before you overcommit to a defense. But you can see PRX already wants to push space. They want to punish any movement, any sense of weakness in Full Sense, and Divi's reading it incredibly
30 seconds left.
Yeah, now we see already back up here. Paranoia buys enough time. Only 25 seconds on the clock. And you mentioned Divi on the minimap. He might be able to get huge value. Does he let this one go? He's just going to wait. He goes for one kill. That draws out the aggro. He's not sure where they're coming from. Finds the rest on B, but that means something is ready here. Drops to the ground before he can find a kill. Over and under, but they don't spot him through the cloudburst. He's able to get 1 and 2 to shut things down. Triple to round out the 19th round in the second half of the game. Climbing up to 9 points.
What beautiful movement from something there to get just enough behind Full Sense that they're not ready for that position. Yeah, this is just great stuff from Divi. I mean, as soon as they kind of feel like they're pulling away from A, Divi is just going right through sewers, right to spawn, and then into that window. And yeah, he only gets 1, but it kind of alerts PRX to the presence of Full Sense, and it sends Full Sense into panic right into the welcoming open arms of something with that Blade Storm.
Here we go, a full-on push out, but Full Sense, they've seen this before from PRX. They're ready for it from all angles, and it's at the cost of Something's jet going down. Now, in that past round, Full Sense also used their lockdown, so that no longer available, but the Hunter's Fury still in the bank for Fox.
Mind Freak is trying to play off contact a little bit here. The drone, though, spot out his turret, and Sushi Boys just cleans him up.
Yeah, but John Olsen tries to go all the way to the back as well, and that is just good coordination from Full Sense. As you mentioned, you not only get the kill from short, but at the very least you're drawing aggro away. John Olsen doesn't miss a beat, works off of the flashpoint, and that's the site taken over. PRX, I mean, they're not in any position to do any damage. Looks like they're already going for a save.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of one of those positions where you're hoping that it's a solo checking that angle as Mind Freak. But because it's a drone backed up by another player, they're able to punish that turret position. And then John Olsen is just right, like you said, right there, getting it done. So this is really, really good coordination from Full Sense.
Well, that should bring them up to 11 points, only 2 steps away from leading this match 1-0 against the reigning VCT Pacific champions. And of course, the runners-up of VCT Champions 2023. We do have still quite a few creds on the other members of PRX, so they'll be able to still go for another buy, but the question is what else can they do? I mean, with the composition they have to keep pushing out, and it just hasn't found that much success.
Yeah, and Full Sense is well aware of the weaknesses of this composition and haven't faltered too many times on their attacker's side. I mean, other than the pistol and a couple other rounds, it's been really, really good stuff that Full Sense is putting together. Good reads for the most part. Let's see what they want to do this time around. This time around, they're kind of waiting again for a push out. Jing, so the Lear out in the middle. Something has to back off with some of that pressure, but this is all kind of fake pressure towards A, and it's caused the rotations of PRX over to the A site. Can Full Sense get some kind of value out of this overcommitment of that early utility? I like what Full Sense is doing here, showing a completely different look with their utility. PRX, though, likes to get an aggro, and Full Sense is aware of it, I think.
Yeah, Full Sense. They're still wary of it for sure. Now the turret broken in garage, and I think that should allow Fox to be even more zoned in. But does he know it's going to be 3 members he has to fight against? No, the jump peak just wanted information, but already PRX 1 beat ahead.
गाइस शेयर करो रे जान की बाजी लगा के स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूं
stuck in mid. If they want to push through A, they have to get everyone back, and something knows.
शर्म आ रही है ना लाइक कर रहे हो ना शेयर कर रहे हो.
But is he aware of John Olsen flanking around him? Drops a spike, finds John Olsen a bit too late. Trying to buy time here, but the flank from Jingo Leviathan lives on. The shadow step out as well. And John Olsen has to clear a path for his teammate. 2v2, Leviathan only down to 24 health, and Devi's already here. PRX is just everywhere on this map.
Oh, I thought Full Sense had this red at the beginning of the round. See if Leviathan can clean this up. Nope, it's Jing who's good for it. I thought they had it. I thought they had it completely red. I'm like, Fox has got this. He knows they're pushing out.
Yeah.
And then he pulls the sword out, and I'm like, no, he doesn't.
It seemed like maybe a call was made to either go B or just rush through garage. So he just wanted one last check before he moves into mid. And that was the one time he had held that angle for so long, so cautious. And then the fault line not working out against something either, stops him on B, forces him into this dicey 2v2. And Jing doesn't miss those.
Nope. No, he does not. So now a timeout from Full Sense, seeing if they can keep this, what had been a really good half. You can see some pressure here to the players, head in hands. I mean, sometimes they just do that because they're sick of looking at a screen.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Right now, it's Coach Zalen calling for this chance to let Full Sense know what he's been tracking. I mean, hey, you don't get too many opportunities, right?
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah, gotta get that rest when you can. So off the timeout, Full Sense, what's the call here?
Perhaps
They've been on this passive end for so many rounds in a row, and it looks like they want to fight for A control this time, and they will be greeted once again with the two duelists of PRX. Silver Dart at the ready.
Scanning ahead.
Blade Storm sent forward, and it's just a dash forward with the flash, and he's trying to follow through. Can he get it? He finally does with the stinger. That should be an upgrade. Dodges out of his own teammate's fault line. They still have to clear Devi, and Devi not letting go of the site. Seekers and Paranoia and Lockdown. But look at the map. Full Sense, an absolute fake against PRX as they send in John Olsen. One of the most deadly baits here at the AVL. The spike will go down.
They can keep Fox alive. He's got that Hunter's Fury still for the post plant. PRX. This is going to be a really difficult retake unless they can get like 2 quick clean kills, and Fox has to do some peeking instead of just being able to plant himself as a turret back here with this ultimate.
Yeah, so they send off those nanoswarms early just to make sure they're buying that time. The Paranoia as well. Hunter's Fury being used early, and it just has to go through Leviathan. They want to make sure they can check the spike, and Leviathan gets hit from Jing as well. Jing continues to push forward with the dismiss, gets a second, spots Fox, and the defuse will continue as Jing with another 4 kill lead, and tightens up 11-11.
I think just kind of a little bit too early there for that Hunter's Fury. You know, you've got to rely on maybe your other teammates being able to check it, seeing if that, you know, spike defuse is actually happening. I understand the pressure. I understand we've seen it a couple times in this event where we get the pros don't fake moments. But this early part of the round, pretty good for PRX. I like the idea. I like the fake. Just this post plant needs a little bit more rehearsal for Full Sense. The ideas are good. The execution just needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah, unfortunate. The idea, as you mentioned, was beautifully executed for the beginning, but not all the way to the end, missing that 2%. In Full Sense, once again, slowing things down just a bit, but a heavy focus on the C side means that PRX, once again, minimizing the map all the way down to this middle part. I mean, Full Sense is caught in no man's land right now. Caught in garage. John Olsen will make an opening so that they're able to pinch onto C site. But Devi, he's watching for the lurk, and he gets John Olsen. Now Full Sense once again trapped on C long. PTC might be able to get the plant. Okay, well, killing Devi gives an opening. Jing already behind Fox's back though, and now
planted.
Oh, 2-man pinch from PRX. Both of them have to get kills. Something gets one. Now the ping pong back to Jing. Finds PTC, standing. But the spray back there, the smoke. PTC will make this a 2v1.
Had a chance with the Empress. got a bullet to connect on a PDC, but there was still 5 health left for him. PTC just a little bit better. As the Rolling Thunder, things get really desperate here. You'd prefer not to use it, though. Although with the wrap that he's taking, might not even matter. They have no idea.
But if he gets the kill, I wonder if he has time to tailwind in. Oh, can't get the second. He had activated it right away, so the idea was there. A nice attempt from something. Does do a little bit more damage onto Full Sense's buys, but of course a round win means they should have enough for half armors and rifles on the side of Full Sense.
Just some of these rounds, because of the way that PRX plays, are just so wild to keep track of. I don't know. Wow, PTC, just absolutely nasty stuff there. Like keeping that angle lined up with your crosshair, really confident the play, but now turret out, gone.
All right, Rolling Thunder available now. Once again, the question is, are the mind games, do you use it to enter? Because PRX originally had it absolutely vacant. But now with the slow push from Full Sense, they want to see if they can hold on to the site. Something trying to greed for a kill as they go for the peak. PTC almost dies. He has to hold on to that ultimate. Has to stay alive as everyone gets flashed on the site. And PTC was looking for an opportunity to use his util, but he gets shut down by Divide. Jing here to cover the site. And now Fox all alone in a 1v3. Members coming from all sides from PRX, and it's going to be a 12-12, yet another overtime.
Sometimes I'm just befuddled by, I love what PRX did here, first of all, because they leave something, once their flash connects from Divide, they leave something behind the boxes on a site. The other two are playing from Link. They're far enough back that if that Rolling Thunder comes through, then they're, they can play back off of it and they won't get hit by it. That's great. That's wonderful. They only do a little bit of damage there. The Paranoia connects right onto something. He gets stuck in the corner, but there's no other utility response there from Full Sense. It looks like they were trying to really decide if they could commit to the Rolling Thunder or not, and then Divide just answered the question for him, took 2 down in a heartbeat. And it just seemed like the decision-making just wasn't quite where it needed to be for Full Sense on that. So now you go into overtime, and it's PRX starting to come to life a little bit here towards the end of this half.
And that's one of the strengths that PRX has, right? Is that once they turn it up to 11, the decision-making step by step just can't keep up with the speed. It doesn't matter if you have a good plan. If you're not used to talking through things that fast, if you're not used to everyone just executing without thinking and being on the same page, that's a huge advantage that PRX will have over their opponents. So curious to see if the PRX can bring that back for the attacking side. Now, both teams going 6-6 for both halves brings us to this overtime. And PRX will be starting back on the attacking side.
Yep. Let's see if one team or another. I'd love to see Full Sense get another win here on Haven, but PRX, a completely different beast to play against. And not only that, you don't even get to see the same comp that they showed yesterday, so it makes it that much more difficult to figure out what's going on. I will say, though, that Mindfreak does look like he's struggling a little bit at times. Yeah, Jing, something kind of as you'd expect, but Divide right back on that sky. His comfort agent showing us that he is still an absolute force to be reckoned with, not that I had any doubt.
Yeah, continues to be a monster. Now the Operator and the Odin, we've seen this setup before. And Mindfreak just using the turret after he takes a scratch of damage. Now they know both power weapons on the side of Garage. Sure, there's going to be time to relocate, but PRX has already dug deep onto the A side of the map, and Full Sense's response is going to be to tighten the choke around that site. Mindfreak ready for it, knows the Odin's moved over as well, and PRX, they see the timer starting to click down. They want to get in, they want to get the spike plant, and Mindfreak may need help here to catch the flank, as we have 2, maybe even 3 members of Full Sense going for this wraparound.
Still both nanos here for Mindfreak. This drone should spot him out.
Oh, Mindfreak, you are so stuck, and there's the fault line just to boot. Fox gets the kill through the boxes. The question is Jing, do you choose to push out at some point? The spike isn't planted for Link. Might be able to get a spray down from heaven. So there is always that option. Monyet just using the paranoia to buy time, and Jing waits for the smoke to clear. Now they can keep their focus back on the wraparound. The main force of Full Sets all taken down one by one. Divide with the clean shots as Fox trying to break things open once again. The initiator duels, but Jing says, no, I want a piece of the pie. 13-12 for PRX.
It looks so good for Full Sense, really just making Mind Freak's life a nightmare on the backside. But once again, it's a really good place for Monyet here. Some really good paranoias. The re-smoke to make sure that John Olsen has no opportunity to kind of take this round into his own hands with that operator. This is just really good stuff from Monyet. That's the Monyet you want to see. I mean, Devi's just Devi. It's absolutely just disgusting. It's like the later the rounds get, the better Devi gets. It is really just crazy how he comes up so big so often in the late stages of maps for PRX.
It's a big part of why they're always able to claw their way back in, right? Make these comebacks happen, stay alive. Something going for a little bit of that wall bang, but won't find his targets just yet. Full Sets, they've taken some control of Garage, but yeah, Jing's like, okay, even I don't fight against that. But look at that. The double peek out from Garage is just going to be the instant double kill. Jing now stuck here. Can he battle his way out of it? The fault line, he can't jump across. And Jing goes down. And the writing's on the wall. We're going for another set of overtime unless Mind Freak. Can he do the impossible? He starts with 1. 4 more to go. Oh, so close. That device just keeping him stunned up. There's the Trailblazer. No, they're actually going to back out. Oh, what? What? Okay, just gets the kill as he's trying to spam through, keep them on their toes, and PRX. Now a 2v3, the Rolling Thunder online, though they have to keep that in mind, and Mind Freak will get caught by it. Devi dies as he's trying to exit, and Mind Freak cannot hide fast enough. 13-13.
For a moment there, I was thinking, okay, well, you've got 2 flashes still for Devi, especially after you found Leviathan, but then the Rolling Thunder there makes it pretty easy for Full Sense to get this done. What in the world? It's a great swing. Both players connecting with their headshots, and that makes Jing's life impossible, essentially, because he is stuck, pinched between the split forces of Full Sense, and here we go. Reset, we go again.
All right, PRX back on the attack, and they say, you know what, just keep it up to max speed, but do they suspect it? They do. John Olsen well aware. Now, he will go down, but that means no smokes for the attacking team, as PRX now really have to battle their way out of the post-plant situation, let alone getting into sight. Be used. Fox gets that win as well. So no flag. Util, the Nano Swarms near the spike.
Oh no.
The spam, but he can't find his targets. The spin around coming in from
Match mistakes here from PRX. I mean, he did, and he doesn't. And I've been noticing. As much as I joked earlier that it is kind of easy to play Killjoy, It's absolutely bonkers from something. Just no other words to describe it but bonkers. Just Full Sense is not even like considering it. They're just like,
Oh, bro, what is happening, bro?
Get him that fourth before he's finally dealt with. Turret here. Gonna be smoked off.
30 seconds left.
Nano is popped and wow, Monyet right there.
They earn the smoke immediately, and they have an inkling, tying things up once again. 14-14. We go for another set here in overtime.
Deep breaths, everyone.
All right.
Your hearts are
See if somebody can string a couple together, but I mean, you can see that. Usual, throwing just different look after different look after different look at you. Every round is something new, so you can never really fully anticipate what they're gonna do, man. They're so creative. I love to watch them play, and you know, Full Sense doing a good job. And here's that timeout.
Okay, so Coach Zillin saying, all right, we've had enough of the chaos. Let's reset. Let's regroup, talk through what we've seen here in overtime. What are the weaknesses so far? I mean, that pass round, it's just, once again, just not suspecting the fact that Paper X often does the absolute unconventional. Dash forward after a op tries to get you and just put the pressure back on, right? I mean, not many players will have the confidence to do so, but something does.
Exactly. It's just, how do you deal with this Paper X team? And this is something that literally I have had just about every coach and player that I've talked to that has played against them, not just here in the Pacific, but internationally, be like, I don't know, man, we think we have a read on them, we study their tape, and then they come into the match and they're doing stuff that we've never seen before, that we never saw on tape. You know, like, they'll be popping out of smokes when you don't expect it, and they're doing these set plays that are just completely new, that they've gone to the drawing board in the last day or two and figured out themselves.
Well, Full Sense, the adjustment is here. Once again, oh, wow, just a swing out from John Olsen. A little bit of support with the fault line and a flashpoint from PTC, and the Leviathan will slow things down once again. Sushi Boys hiding away from Jing. They didn't expect the double. He's going to relocate through the smoke. There are the pings from Fox as well. This is a fast cleanup coming in from Full Sense. That's a long-range shorty, but PTC here to draw a bit further aggro. Sushi Boys gets the kill, and good read after the timeout.
Switching sides.
Yeah, really good read there from Full Sense. They really shut that down very quickly. A nice push out from John Olsen. Kind of snowballs things into their direction. That happened so fast, so furious.
I mean, Mind Freak was somewhat ready for it. Obviously, you heard it all through and through, but it's just too fast. I mean, it's kind of Paper X getting Paper X'd on that one.
True.
Sushi Boys, yeah, laughing about it a little bit, but good reset there. Now, did they also discuss what to do here on the attacking half? Once again, all eyes on Garage.
That turret's going to identify something's position. Yep, punished immediately. Something thought he could get ahead of it. He was wrong.
Yeah, and a ping on Shavai as well. This is one of the best starts that Full Sense has had on the attacking side here on Haven. Now they continue to see that the sky's still around Garage as they hear that Trailblazer jumping out of Garage. But no information gained yet on A main. Full Sense choosing to slow creep their way in. They don't want to give a heads up until they're close enough. And Paper X says, we have to gamble as well. Go for the stack. The alarm bot lets them know that they have guessed correctly. The drone comes out and Mind Freak gets the spray down for a triple in sewers. Only 2 members left of Full Sense. PTC trying to keep the dream alive. But Monyet with the paranoia will stop all hopes as PTC has to hightail it to the other side.
And it gives Mind Freak the lockdown as well. What a play. Oh, finally he's able to kind of piece the Killjoy puzzle together. And what a moment to do so.
This is all but confirmed, but PTC, one more kill, gets the Rolling Thunder.
True.
If Paper X, they don't go all together, this could spell trouble, and PTC's trying to play the mind games. He wants to catch one off guard, but he's exposed on both sides. He has to make sure that he picks and chooses. Oh no, he's been spotted. He has to choose his battles. Trying to run away, trying to play for time. He has the fault line, but doesn't have time to draw it out. And the double swing out. Monyet picks up the kill. And we will be going yet another as we get ready for round 31.
All right, well, we go again. 30 rounds now in the book. We were talking earlier about Sentinels and DRX playing a lot of overtime. Well,
Switching sides.
PRX is no stranger to it either.
No, not at all. And we do have 3 matches, by the way, everyone, today. So after this best of 3, we'll have another one. Of course, DRX awaiting that, but just good game sense from Mindfreak. As you mentioned it, really piecing together how to work off of his own Killjoy util, cover one side, wait for the drone on the other, holds that off angle.
Stay safe.
He learned that that's the position that
Here.
Fox was wanting to send those Owl drones out for. He learned the hard way a long time ago and still able to keep it in his mind that it could happen. So good recognition, something just going to be going in. Here we go.
No, stop it there. Just dashes over all on his lonesome over the Nano Swarm. Monyet going to get picked off in the smoke and something as well. PRX, they are starting to W just a bit too hard as things look like they might be falling apart at the seams on this attack. John Olsen with the op kill as well. And now they rotate, but full sense. They get a read on it. He even gets the spike as well.
Down A.
Mindfreak.
Ace? Ace? Oh, wait, he can't. Oh, I forgot. It was already.
Can't get that one, but no, Sushi
4K.
Boys. Yeah, goes for the 4K.
I thought he could get the ace there for a second. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I was racking my brain as well.
Switching sides.
I was like, no, wait, somebody else got a kill in there. All right, well, that didn't work. Sushi Boys just reads that really well. That's all there is to it. He steps into that smoke, gets ahead of Monyet. Now, okay, yep. Now we got to take another timeout.
You don't see this every day. You don't see the Coach Alex special in overtime. But valuing...
that's right, John Olsen. That's
valuing the momentum stop a little bit here. I mean, they haven't trading rounds back and forth, but I think, you know, Coach Alex probably saw a little bit of that overheating here in this previous round. Wants to slow him down. Now, both sides always winning out on the defensive round. However, this previous set, I mean, it was all thanks to Mindfreak's heroics, but without that, it could have been anybody's game. Even near the end, PTC, if he had gotten that one kill, Rolling Thunder comes online, we'd be looking at a very different screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's every round just feels like it's on a knife's edge. It could twist one way or the other, you know, and that time around, not really much question because Sushi Boys just get such a good read there onto that long C hit. John Olsen's got the, potential flank from Garage completely covered, and it just shuts the round down. So PRX, another opportunity to maybe reset again and send us even deeper here as we are 32 rounds deep.
Yep, John Olsen and something nearing that 30 kill here on the board. For full sense, all eyes on mid. They are waiting for a potential push out. They've taken over that control, and they are just going to stomp their way through. Dart in the back. Jing wants to empty it. He's all alone, no support. Goes for the spray down, gets one, and Monyet will take that opportunity with the distraction in hand to pick off John Olsen as well. 2 members down, 2 crucial members down, but Leviathan, firepower still online for the Omen of full sense. Not able to find the catch on the swing.
Spike down.
Finds himself. Shadows. Well, yeah, that's a little bit too far out. Gives time for Sushi Boys to regroup, and he's going to get stuck out in the open, and it's all down to Fox once again.
This is just madness. I mean, the B hit just off the rip. Fox trying to catch something jumping out in the open. It's just a bait and switch there. Still, he gets the kill, and it's so funny to watch this because they're just like, we're just doing it. We're just going Russian B, seeing if we can catch them off guard.
I mean,
and it doesn't.
They hadn't done it right. They hadn't done it, so
it's true.
Going for, okay, there's the timeout. They're probably going to push out from one side. If it's not mid, we will just follow through. But the thing is even there, you see the PRX effect. Although these teams keep tying themselves, they couldn't work off of the fault line immediately, right? They're scared of the push out potentially in mid. So Full Sense waits, gives time for PRX to get their comms online. And now no more timeouts. It is just up to the players.
Oh my God.
As we see every piece of util, fault line, paranoia, all invested And they've even heard John Olsen stomping all the way forward. The drone ends before it can enter the smoke.
Yeah, they were expecting the push out. Did not come through from PRX. So PRX, good piece of patience. It's going to buy them some space and maybe even a free sight here as everybody has abandoned A. And most of PRX is leaning that direction.
Yeah, but they don't hear any more follow-up. They don't hear the actual entry into C. PRX not aware of the fact that Full Sense had also emptied the C site. Full Sense with a little bit of heads-up play. Oh, but can't get the pick as Monyet is going to go for the trade. And now it's going to be Fox and PTC both taken down. Not able to take down the second line of entry. Monyet, Mindfreak, Devi from PRX now looking to take the lead.
A couple nanos now right there to kind of make this even more difficult. We'll see if they need an alarm bot. I like what I'm seeing.
Cover going up. Cut it up, trying to make sure they can only focus on one side, but a good guiding light that allows Monyet to pop out for the double kill. 17-16. It's been a while since we've seen PRX take the lead.
Yeah, you can tell that
This place is nice.
in terms of the depth of strategy, teams are reaching their limits. It's getting pretty, fast and furious. It's getting a lot of just, okay, wait, okay, we got some contact, let's wait. All right, now we push. There's a ton of ambiguity on what the teams are doing. It's now just come down to who's going to be able to make the plays in the moment. And man, oh man, PRX, Monyet. It's been a little up and down for him since his first showing with the PRX squad, but that was a good round for him, getting 3 big kills.
Right here.
And like what I saw from Mindfreak there, good discipline with his utility. Now we see if they can get it done on their defender side.
Yeah, exactly. The first attacking side wins since the very first overtime here. So we've had, 3 sets with both sides not able to scrape an attack win. Drone gets spotted. Don't think Fox would have. Oh no, he gets the ping. He is aware that Jing might be pushing out, but he can't win the duel still. John Olsen with the trade. However, Devi still in A lobby in A main. He can sense the guiding light. They know it's not coming here, and that allows for the paranoia to come out from Monyet. Looking to finally shut down this Haven. John Olsen dashes in. Can he swing out for the kill? PTC. Oh, he swings around a Mindfreak, but something's there for the trade. Monyet shuts down the spike, and it's all up to Sushi Boys. He can't do it. Monyet, the newest addition, will bring home map 1 for PRX.
What a grind here, Monyet. First one up. Give everyone a high five. Well deserved here for
GG,
PRX.
buddy.
And what a map. What a fight from Full Sense. They absolutely give PRX everything they can handle here on Haven. You gotta love it, but PRX just barely has a little bit more in the gas tank.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned, at a certain point in overtime, you start to run out of depth and strategy, but PRX, they were still able to go for a little bit of push and pull on that last attack. Just a little bit more experience and adapting on the fly.
And Jingo kill. That's always a good strategy.
Yeah, Jingo kill does help. Monyet coming online today helped a lot here for the PRX squad. And that gives them the map 1 victory. I mean, well fought from Full Sense. Again, you can see that they came into this tournament with this strong idea that they're going to play Haven every opportunity they get. Unfortunately, this time it doesn't lead to a W.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what I see from Full Sense for the most part. The pieces are in place, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing from them. It's just, look, guess what? This is PRX. This is the team that got second place at Champions not too long ago. This is a team that brings Monyet over, who brings, frankly, just as much firepower as just about anybody else on the team, in theory. That is an incredibly difficult task for anybody in this tournament, and they're pushing them to the limit. You gotta be thrilled.
अपन को है कुछ काम, अपन आता है फिर कभी। ये था आखिरी मैच, अब देख लेना भाई अफ्रीका टीम में था।